He's having a ball on his Instagram and so why can't we? And honestly, if it were about any other human being on this planet, I wouldn't even give a and put my 2 cents in, but the fact that it's blue cheese and Stewie, why not have a little fun? The DMs are real. So if y'all want to still see those, maybe I should.
Why can't we enjoy what he's doing on Instagram? Furthermore, I wouldn't even care to offer my opinion if it were about any other person on the globe. However, because it's Stewie and blue cheese, why not have a little fun? The direct messages are authentic. So perhaps I might upload those if you still want to see them. All right. Buckle up, because everything around Blueface exploded the moment Hazel revealed to the world that he had a secret gay lover. And hear me out. I'm not referring to a minor mishap or trivial drama. No, no, no. This circumstance where everyone had something to say and the receipts were jumbled. Had the internet doing FBI...
Do I need it?
Okay. That be looking like a golden retriever. Okay.
You don't want no golden retriever no more. You want a German Shepherd now.
FBI level investigations. It gets wild, honey. So get your munchies, settle down, and allow me to guide you through this complete insanity from beginning to end. Thus, it all began when Hazel E. decided she had had enough of being polite. She went on the internet and outright asserted that Blueface had been concealing a gay boyfriend all along. Place for me. Do I really need it? All right. Okay. It appears to be a golden chair.
Also, speaking of Blueface, all this chit chat got me thinking about that time I posted these pics on Instagram a couple months ago. Check the material. Very much she a baddie, she knows she a 10, she a baddie with her baddie friends. Why did this happen after? I wasn't gonna go there, but babe.
All right? You no longer desire a golden retriever. You're now ready to, she claimed to have receipts before you even asked. And not just any receipts, but the type that relate to some historical drama that was previously believed to be over. Do you recall when the baby mother of Croc Blue claimed to have discovered gay porn in his search history? Yes, that assertion. Y'all thought that was a joke? Hazel essentially asked, bringing all of that back to the surface. Let me tell you what's actually happening. This wasn't just tea, and the internet went into meltdown mode right away. There were 5 courses in all. Music speaking of blue cheese, Blueface. All of this conversation made me recall the time. I shared these images on Instagram a few months ago. Examine the content. She is definitely a baddie. She is aware that she goes. With her badass friends, she is a badass. I wasn't planning to go there, so why did this happen? I'm bored, darling. This is when things become even messier. Hazel had actually FaceTimed Blueface to flaunt her post-workout glow before everything went viral. Just a little bit of flexing, you know? But he panicked rather than acted normally. Like a child who was recently caught texting in class, he quickly grabbed the phone and flipped the camera around. The energy was off, everyone. It was uncomfortable. It was hurried. It also established the mood for everything that was going to blow up. Even before Hazel spoke, people were giving him the side eye. And the drama that was about to unfold was perfectly set up by that FaceTime clip. Thus, Hazel determines that it's time to share her perspective. She didn't hold back, you see. She said that she had been the target of intense flirtation from Blueface. We're discussing flight reservations, money transfers, ongoing attention, and the complete romantic package. He was supposedly balancing several ladies at the same time. Meanwhile, continuing to have a side feud with Croc.
Actually letting Hazel go from the roster. Hazel E, you are too old to be acting this young. We're done. Dead on me. Done. I'd rather be with a young, you feel me? Dead on me.
Croc. The entire circus was there. Here's the worst part, though. Blue had particularly urged her to remain silent about his tight relationship with a certain male acquaintance, Hazel revealed. Although she had not yet mentioned names, it was obvious what she meant. As if it couldn't get any more juicy. The internet dug deeper and unearthed a long-gone popular thread from a gay influencer who had shared videos purporting to be in a committed relationship with Blueface.
Okay, let me try it again. Bon appetit.
Yeah.
People were connecting dots left and right as the screenshots, the post, and the energy all came flooding back. Let's take a moment to go back in time, since Krochen's previous caution suddenly became extremely pertinent once more. There's nothing wrong with being bisexual, Kroc had stated when she claimed to have discovered the word gay in Blueface's search history. Tell a butch, please. People at the time made memes, laughed it off, and went on. However,
being disrespectful as fuck, kissing trailer park trash all in the lips, taking and eating, sucking crab legs together. You've given me money before. You just sent me 5 bands the other day telling me to stay down so I can put up with your fuck. That's not enough. It's really not enough, honey. I'm done. Rather have a young yeah, look at what you...
Hazel was now using that precise assertion as support to imply that Blueface was leading a secretive life and concealing a complete aspect of himself from the public. The internet was rocked when all of a sudden everything Krochen used to say seemed less humorous now. Naturally,
You said Chloe, right?
Yeah.
She's beautiful.
Oh, yeah, I miss her little ass, I ain't gonna lie. But that's probably my favorite one.
Blueface had no intention of remaining silent. He retaliated instantly, attacking Hazel's age as his first move. He wrote something along the lines of removing Hazel from the roster. "You're too old," attempting to make fun of her in public.
I mean, I'm just now learning that this could be a sugar mama situation. I'm gonna have to wait.
Hazel will now be removed from the roster. "You're too old to be behaving so young, Hazel. We're finished. Continue. I prefer to be with young people." But you know, Hazel was prepared. She responded with a screen grab of a $5,000 receipt that she had received a few days earlier from Blueface. In essence, her caption implied that he had bribed her to remain silent and stayed down about specific issues. It wasn't simply drama anymore. Drama was recorded, retreated, and confirmed. Blue believed he could dismiss her with a joke about his age.
You've been with, you've been that guy, you've been with a lot of chicks. How hard is it to go to being locked up and not seeing any women, it's all dudes?
To have a real high, to drive all the time, and then I just lost it, as time went on. I just kind of, lost my,
You don't even think about it.
Yeah.
But Hazel responded, "Not today, sir." When Blueface was seen at his restaurant with a woman named Akira, the situation became even more heated. "Well, I'll give it another go. My eyes." Music, you would believe that he was simply moving on from this. False. When Hazel saw those pictures, she went
Or find a grave to dig up. Every time somebody really played with me, always get hurt. So I'm giving a warning. Just like how that nigga... See, look, I ain't even finna go.
completely crazy. After calling trash in the Akira trailer park, she posted a message saying, "I kept your secret, but I'm not doing that anymore. You're being disrespectful over here by taking the trailer park trash and kissing it in the mouth."
If any bitch got more patience than you at 45, you're out of here. Cancel.
Before you sent me 5 bins the other day asking me to remain down so I could put up with your rudeness, you weren't sucking crab legs together and giving me money? That is insufficient. Really, honey, it's not enough. I would much rather have a young yes. Take a look at what you have. She implied that Blueface had pushed for monogamy with her, but was unable to return the same enthusiasm. She had finished defending him. The gloves were taken off. Fans, meanwhile, began making even more connections. When Blueface revealed in an old interview that he missed someone named Koala Ray, rumors began to circulate about who that...
He's not gay.
You got hope.
What is that?
If you ever decide to be gay,
Okay.
I would be upset. But I would still love you.
I'm
I would
not,
still support you, take care of you.
I'm not that. What else you got?
Who that person might be. Yeah, she's beautiful, you said. Yes, yes, yes. Her small ass is missed. I will tell the truth. However, I think that's my fave. And my worst one after that? Carissa Blueface's own mother. Then entered the fray and said that Blue and Hazel's connection made her feel like a sugar mommy. The fact that Hazel was 17 years older than her son also astounded her. I mean, I just found out that this might be a situation involving a sugar mommy. Well, I guess I'll just have to wait and see. The internet was consuming his mother's subtle tinting of the scenario. Hazel wasn't finished, though. She began disclosing private information that Blueface obviously didn't want the world to know. She linked everything to those old influencer receipts and Croc's assertions. The internet did what it does best after that. It went farther. Old jail images of Blueface with a particular man were discovered. Additionally, the stances were too close to be homies, which is odd. Blueface later revealed in an earlier interview that he had resisted temptation around males while incarcerated. The evidence was mounting like a court case. You know, Blue also didn't have a lawyer. Hazel persisted. She implied that each time she brought up Blueface, this enigmatic guy companion would become anxious. We are aware that you have shared a relationship with that man. You've dated a lot of women. How difficult is it to be imprisoned and unable to see women? It's common for guys to always feel like they're on a high. Then, as time passed, I simply lost it. She didn't even consider it, and I kind of lost my mind. Yes, the internet went crazy when she posted, "Don't play with me when you know why you panicked," clowning him from the sidelines. Croc also joined in, and things continued to get out of control. Then Croc revealed yet another shocking revelation. She claimed that Blue was either finding a grave to dig up or playing with older women. Whenever someone truly engaged in play with me, always suffer harm. I'm issuing a warning in the same manner as that. See, look, I will not even go there. She then unintentionally brought up Ronnie, who had passed away shortly after requesting a DNA test. Because people were now wondering what other secrets were being kept hidden. The internet went crazy over that slip. Pashon's earlier accusations were beginning to sound more like warnings than jokes. Blueface continued to dodge the real charges rather than confronting.